Sometimes the hardest part of faith is not pain, it's silence. You pray, you wait, you ask God for help, but nothing seems to happen. No answer, no sign, just quiet. And slowly a question begins to grow inside your heart. God, are you even listening? If you have ever felt that way, this message is for you, because God's silence does not mean God's absence. Today I want to share something that changed how I see faith. There are moments in life when everything feels uncertain. Maybe you prayed for healing or for your family. Maybe you asked God to open a door in your life, and instead of answers, all you feel is waiting. Waiting can be one of the most difficult spiritual experiences. Because when God speaks clearly, faith feels easy, but when heaven feels quiet, faith becomes a choice. Many wonder, did I do something wrong? Did God forget me? But the Bible shows us that even the strongest believers experience seasons of silence. Sometimes God is working the most when we hear Him the least. Trust the process, even in the quiet. One of the most powerful examples is Joseph. He had a dream from God, a dream that his life had purpose. But after that, everything went wrong. He was betrayed, sold into slavery, and thrown into prison. For years it felt like silence, but God was still working behind the scenes, leading him exactly where he needed to be. Years later, Joseph became a leader who saved thousands. The silence wasn't abandonment, it was preparation. Sometimes when God feels silent, it's because He is working in places we cannot see yet. Think about a seed planted in the ground. When you place it into the soil for a long time, nothing appears on the surface. It looks like nothing is happening, but underground, life is forming. Roots are growing. Strength is building. And eventually that seed breaks through the soil. Faith works exactly the same way. Maybe right now you are in a season of waiting. Maybe you have been praying for something for a long time, and it feels like heaven is quiet, but silence does not mean God has left your story. It may mean that God is writing a chapter you cannot read yet. Sometimes God is not saying no. Sometimes He is saying not yet. And sometimes He is preparing you for something bigger than you imagined. Faith is not believing only when answers come quickly. Faith is trusting God even when the road is unclear, even when the night feels long, even when prayers feel unanswered. Because many times, the greatest miracles are being prepared in silence. And one day you may look back at this season and realize God was guiding you the entire time. So if today you feel like God is silent, do not lose heart. He still hears every prayer and sees every tear. He is still working in ways you cannot see yet. It is in the waiting where our roots grow deep. Sometimes, the quiet seasons of life are where the deepest faith is formed. If you needed this, comment Amen and subscribe for more gentle reflections. This is Quiet Faith.